This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready, 180. Right there in the middle, 55. It's a party now.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Alert!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lock check, lady. Lock 54. Yeah. You don't want no. Check. Crunch.
Now the forward terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
61.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and
8.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Get that ball. Watch the safety creep. 53. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Level West. Check.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
180. 54 Mike. Check pass. Check 43. Switch.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Green 80! Everyone's got four.
From the 39, Wilson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Penny trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run with Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Easy. Check line 33. Hey, pick it up, defense. Rerun.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
At the 42-yard line.
What? Who that is? Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Ace. Slam. Check. Yeah.
Now Wilson on first down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Penny, the first down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Grenade! Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Seattle.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Here's Wilson, and it's caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 53. Ready.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Get him. Get him. Get him. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the run. Watch the 40 got. 40 got. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. All day, baby. All day. All day.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And middle. Mike, check 33. Smooth.
Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We go trap. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Trip. You got trip. You got 3.
Wilson throwing again. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
36 power.
Here's Wilson to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
The final shot before the break. Stanford airing one deep for Curse. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got three down. Mike 42. Watch the run.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Miles Killebrew.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
14, front it.
Nice 42. Get your swarm on.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trey Flowers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, 32.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Johnson. Shoves him away. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. 280. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 57. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 54.
From the red zone now, Stafford going right side. He finds Slayton. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
10 more yards. Complete to Darius Slayton. First down and goal to go.
Stafford now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Topper.
Now it's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Stafford on third and goal. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Touch 50, touch 50.
To throw again. Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Easy, alert! 54. Yeah. Hey, watch that. Hey, exit. 54.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
X3, 218, chop.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check, blue 60. Check, watch 54, watch 54. And watch that, and watch the behind.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 25 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Set, 280.
It's been a long day for you.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they can't corral him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Rashad Penny, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Wilson now off the bootleg. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Bang out, bang out, bam, bam,
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Break. 33, check flag 33. Stop your whining.
And they will take a knee here.
Down. 91. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Now.
And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I is it? Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party out on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.